Hey, you guys, we took a hiatus, but we are back. So we are back to do the Never Ever Meets, and we're gonna do the last episode and this episode. We're just gonna run them together. So stay tuned for more. Would you stop?
We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd King folks? How you doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka eDub. This is my lovely, bossy wife, Coco, known as Kourtney.
I ain't gonna respond to that, Jack, because that ain't no kind of prelude to my name. So let's go.
Prelude.
Prelude. That ain't no
Prelude.
introduction.
Prelude. Hello, man. This right here, Kourtney Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight we're gonna be doing 2 episodes rammed together of the Never Ever Meets. Meets. Is it Meets? Meets.
Never ever met.
Never Ever Met.
Okay. Yeah, I be saying it wrong. So if you're brand new to this channel and subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, do all the things y'all do. And I appreciate y'all that do it. All right, you guys. So before we get into it, make sure Juneteenth is around the corner. So make sure you go on over to KoEd Wear and purchase your Juneteenth shirt. And right now we have free shipping. And you can also get my new ebook over there as well. Swipe right after 40. And for those that have already purchased t-shirts, and y'all know we've been selling merch for a while, the logo has now been changed and is inside. Now, for those that got the originals, y'all got the originals, child. That ain't never coming back. So shout out to y'all that got all the ones that got the original logo on the side. But now it's on the inside of the t-shirt. So yeah. All right. Let's get into it.
And also to the ones that who watch like NFL football, I don't know how your team drafted this year. I think right now my team is it did pretty good this year in the draft. So we're on round 2 right now. Let's see what's going to go on round 3 and round 4. And old Shiloh Sanders, man, I don't know why they don't want to draft him, man. There's a lot of hating going on. Why they want to draft that boy? They should draft him, man. He's a good quarterback.
Do that on your own YouTube channel, Chad, because this is talking about reality TV.
It will be coming. eDub Sports. I'll be right up there with Shannon Sharp interviewing.
All right, so now just quickly going over the last episode that we missed. So Alicia is want to have a conversation with Aaron and stuff like that or whatever. She was just saying when he gets so amped up, he seems to come off a little aggressive and stuff. So she said that she still can see a future with him and stuff. So we know, and if you want any kind of commentary. You won't say anything because I'm just kind of running through.
Go ahead, run through, baby, running through.
So
like diarrhea.
Ugh.
Running through.
So anyway, they showing Kiki drinking and showing her that honey, she was just so passed out drunk she would sleep on the couch. Jared and Charli are talking, and so he said that the problem with her having like 6 kids is the issue. Like he just think about how did all them kids gonna stay up on the one house. Brandon is talking to Alicia. No, her name is Alex. And Chris said that I think who is that? I think who was sucking their thumb.
That's Kiki.
That was Kiki still sucking her thumb or something like that. So they was having a conversation there. Brandon is talking to Kiki, and he don't like her drinking. She said that she's a fun drinker, like she drinks socially and stuff like that. She's not a violent drunk, honey, so she'll be okay as long as she ain't violent. She ain't one of them and stuff. But he said it's still a problem. Now, if you want to do it in the commentary, go ahead, baby.
Well, yeah, everybody have their preferences, and some people just don't like a person that drinks a lot because I don't like being around a drunk person. I don't want my woman drunk all the time. No, social drinking, that's fine. If you want to drink some wine with your steak and bread, that's fine. But the drink to get drunk all the time, I guess as you get older, it will get old. But back in the day when you were younger, yeah, I guess I did it. It was fun.
You was a drunk.
I don't know, drunk. I used to go out there and drink so I get my buzz going on. Then we go out there, go to the club, and holler at the women. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was. But as you get older, your body can't maintain. I have seen some guys that I know that used to be alcoholics. They function better when they drunk than they sober.
Yeah.
So that's a problem.
What they call it? What they call it?
Mm-hmm.
When they loose, anyway, it's a word, but when they stiff, when they not drinking, but then when they loose, they call them, I don't know, but it's a word. Anyway, so.
What's the word?
They were doing the Kama Sutra. I think I pronounced that right. Kama Sutra, whatever, with the different positions, kind of like sexual positions or whatever that they was doing. And I think it got down to who won. Brittany and Ty ended up winning. Now, Tatiana and Clay act like they finna have a baby, like he finna have another child.
Another child, yeah.
Because he still ain't told that girl that.
He got his baby here in the closet like Ark.
He still ain't told that girl that. So after they get finished with that, Clay is talking to Jared and basically saying, listen, I don't know how to tell Tatiana, but my ex came in the house pregnant and now it's my baby. It didn't make no sense how he said that she came in the house pregnant. How does a person come in the house pregnant?
I guess her name Mary 2.0. I don't know. It's like the way he painted it was like she walked in and she was pregnant and she said, "This baby yours." Man, it said you got the woman pregnant. That's right. Your baby.
So Jared said that, man, you need to talk to her. Now Tatiana doing that creep, creep, creep. So she like, and so somewhere she creeping around and she listening and she was like,
I heard my name.
Right.
What y'all talking about? I heard my name.
Football. That's what he said. Football.
And she said, I know you lying. And for some reason, she has this sixth sense about the dude. She know he's lying, but she don't know what he's lying about, though.
He said, I love you, baby. I was just sitting here thinking that,
that's how we do it.
I don't think I can live without you.
That's how we do it. Once you try to catch us in the lie, we like praise y'all and suck up to y'all. Ooh, you look so fine, girl. You the finest thing out there. Ooh. And you be trying to just say something just to kind of smooth you over.
And she said she know he lying. She feel that he lying about something, but she laughed anyway.
Because she liked that. She liked that praise.
Brittany was checking on Kiki and because it seemed like Kiki is really mad. And Brandon was cooking, Brandon was cooking for all the army, child. And he said Kiki was supposed to help, but Kiki said
no. Because she said she got hot doing what you said?
Doing the what?
She said she got hot.
Oh, doing the Kama Sutra.
Yeah, when they're doing the Kama Sutra, she got hot. And that's what alcohol does to you. It makes your body hot because it dries up your veins. It makes you dehydrated.
It really do.
And
especially if you're drinking a lot.
Right, and she got hot, so he was down there cooking for everybody, and he was like, "Man, you supposed to help me cook." Cause every couple was supposed to cook one day, and it was their day to cook. And she said, "Oh, I'm going to lay down," and that kind of pissed Brandon off. Then he had to have other people to help him cook, and he got upset about that. He went upstairs because she said she got hot, and someone came down and said, "Brandon, Kiki, she running, she got real hot, and you need to go check on her." So Brandon ran upstairs to check on her, and basically he said, "It's the alcohol, it's the alcohol." And she said, "Leave me alone. It was the alcohol. Jamie Foxx gonna sing your part."
Blame it on Yeah, the part too is that like Kiki is very overweight. Now I'm not gonna talk about, as they say, what is the elephant in the room or whatever. Like she is too young to be that. Like her legs are huge, and it reminded me, and I don't think she's 600 pounds, but it reminded me of the 600 pound. I don't know. I think I be saying it wrong. 600 pound fix my life. I think I got Ayanna in that show mixed together.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with the fat people.
But her legs are too big. Like they are. She is a beautiful girl. You can tell she's not supposed to be that heavy. Now I don't know if her weight start picking up because you drink alcohol, it can make you gain weight. I heard it can make you gain weight. So I don't know if that's what caused more of her weight gain. Her losing her mom.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
was saying. She could be grieving, grieving over her mom. Grieving.
Oh,
she
that's
could,
grieving and eating.
I said grieving.
Griefing.
Grief.
I'm thinking greedy.
All right, anyway. Yeah, she could be grieving over her mom passing, you know what I'm saying? So she using alcohol and food to kind of comfort her, you know what I'm saying? So that could be it. But yeah, she's a cute woman too. She's a cute girl. So yeah. I think
her little cheeks and she wear braces.
Yeah, she got braces and she had a little voice, she's a cute girl. But, like you said, I think, she do need to kind of watch her weight because that can put a strain on your heart, especially drinking the alcohol.
Yep. So in the next scene, you got Erin and Alicia sitting down talking to the therapist, and she said that Erin knows, like, I guess as far as her
before you go there, Erin and Alicia, right? When they were doing what you call it,
Kama Sutra,
and they had to do a position, right? And I'm saying to myself, you signed up for this show, And when he was doing a position with her, oh, you getting too close. Your body parts getting too close. I said, come on now, Alicia.
But if it was Brandon, she would have said, Brandon,
go
with Brandon.
I'm just saying, man, I feel bad for Erin. I really do, man, because she gave him the short end of the stick. And so that's why he's acting the way he's acting lately. But go ahead.
I don't know where you get this from, but Lord have mercy. So anyway, she was saying that I think they've been talking for 6 to 8 months or something like that or whatever. But she said he knows about her ailments and stuff. But and I don't know, she probably feels that he wasn't empathetic toward it. He said he don't feel that she is affectionate, and she blamed it on I got a condition, and he feel like that she's using that to, instead of giving him affection or being affectionate, she's using that as a crutch, But the therapist talked to him and said, well, it seems like, both of y'all got some kind of trauma and stuff. So y'all, just pretty much work through that. But I do feel that she's using that as a crutch. I'm just saying.
No. You're going to have us speaking in tongues again. Blah, blah, blah.
Don't play with speaking in tongues.
That's what she was doing.
She didn't say blah blah blah.
But she was
speaking in tongues.
I said, how you can speak in tongues? Ain't no way you tapped into the Holy Spirit just like
you
that.
You can. Don't let me tap into it, honey.
But come on. She was just using that to run him off. So
anyway, but you in another show. But everybody's cooking and they looking. That's in the next show. We ain't got to that point.
I'm in another show.
Everybody is cooking and they looking for Kiki, and she outside. So Kiki was like, "Child, get somebody else to do it." She outside.
Well, drinking here.
Yeah, and he was just basically saying that she's not dependable. Like, I can't depend on you to do any of this stuff. So to help out. Mm-hmm. And the other couples kind of weigh in, and but he was saying that, he was able to cook the hibachi and all that stuff, whatever. And, she was just saying that's something he did that because that's something that she loved to eat, I guess, the hibachi. So as they sitting around the table and stuff, they playing the game. And they playing the game and saying, what was the game?
The game was, if you was to leave here right now, will you be with your partner? Yes or no? And so they had to kind of say yes or no. They would leave with their partner, you know what I'm saying? Because it's their first time meeting his partner. So it was anonymous, so they don't know who's saying yes, they don't know who's saying no. So they put the answer in a hat, and he would read the answers. So you had like 4 no's. Well, you had like 3 no's and 1 hell no, and you had 2 question marks, like undecided.
Yeah. So of course nobody knew who did what. But it seems as though Brandon said that he said no. Even Kiki said she seen him write no on them.
Jamie Foxx, when they went outside, and he was like, the guys came outside, he was throwing
That's
football.
Jared.
Yeah, Jerry, we call it Jamie Foxx. He was throwing football around, and it was Cinco, what's his name? The tall guy, Cinco. He said, man, who wrote the no? Who said the hell no? And Jared, a.k.a. Jamie Foxx, said, I did. And it was shocking to me because you love and dub, and I don't care. You got 4 babies. You love and dub on this girl. Then all of a sudden he said, hell no. And the reason why he said hell no is because he's like, I was just sitting there thinking, that's a lot of dang on kids to live in the house. He said, I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. And
Chris said no.
Chris said no because
Brandon
said, I don't know who the 4th no was.
Let's see.
Probably the bus.
Brandon said no. Jared said no. Chris said no. And then it was it Irvin? I don't know. You're right. I don't know.
It probably was Irvin that said no.
They said that Aaron said no. So yeah, because I don't think they knew it. So yeah. So I think Jared and Charli, they was talking and stuff, and so he was like, well, what was your answer and stuff? And so she was like, well, you know, I said yes. And I think he what he was saying, the way she said it and stuff. Did you say yes, girl?
Yeah. Then he said, yeah, I said yeah too, baby. I said yeah too. Then in the confession, he said, man, I'm just trying to get the draw. So I ain't gonna be with her. I just want to get the draw. I said, man, that's cold blooded, man. Because when he told her that he's put yes, what's his name from another show? Chris walked by and shook his hand because he told Chris he said no, and now all of a sudden he telling the girl he said yes, and Chris like, man, I know you told me you told her you told me you said no,
because that's how guys be for real. Like they,
yeah,
man.
I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear.
I'm here with you 10 toes down. You know you my boo, you my thing, you my everything. Then be like, no, I ain't finna move him out of them children.
He do said, heck to the no, that's too many kids. But he did say in his confession, he said, it's been a long time. And he said, I've been talking to her for a while, so I'm just trying to get the draws.
So now,
poor Charli, she don't know that.
Now let's move on to the episode from tonight. So you got Brandon and Jared and Chris and Cinco. They all talking, and they really just talking about them saying no. Now Cinco evidently didn't say. It seemed like Cinco,
man, they good. Man.
Yeah, it seemed like they just trying to keep down confusion with the other people.
They said like he said, I'm not going home with them, but I'm going home with my woman. So he said all the other stuff he don't even care about. So
yeah, and they was talking about, man, if them ladies found out what we had said and stuff, like
boy, I know if he's watching this show right now, that son of a biscuit called me. He told me he said yes, and he wrote hell no. Ooh, they said, man, I'm telling you,
he didn't even have to put hell no, but he said emphasis. Or was it F no?
No, I thought it was hell no. But he put H. That's for one child. That's for one child. LL for the other 2 kids.
Did she have twins?
I don't know. I know she got 4 kids.
So Cinco was just saying it sounds like the problem is communication. Everybody got a communication issue. So Tatiana is talking to Jay about Clay. Little line Clay. Little Eden line Clay.
Ooh, that pork.
Meat eating line Clay. So
let's say something. Now the reason why he's lying because he told what's her name, Tatiana, that he was a virgin or he was trying to be.
And that's what's a virgin, baby. What's a virgin?
A virgin.
What is a virgin? Oh, look at black folks love them. Look, I'm gonna tell the story. This how it went out. And they said it is a vegan. He's a virgin.
He trying to be a virgin, right?
Lord,
a virgin is a person that eat vegetables. So he was trying to be a virgin. So he said, man, she's a virgin. I want to be a virgin. So, but he wasn't ready for the virgin lifestyle. So he eating meat behind her back.
Yum, 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 yum.
He said, hey, can you? Who said she fixed him a sandwich?
That was Jay.
Jay said, I fixed him a sandwich. And I even put the bread and put some pork grease on it.
and then the camera, the petty camera people, he was like,
Yum, 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 yum. Like he was in heaven, boy.
So was. And the girl Tatiana said, I never asked him to be a vegan. He chose to be a vegan.
What's a vegan? It's vegan.
No, we're not finna do that over
It's
here.
vegan.
Ain't nobody finna come ahead
It's
in
vegan.
the comment.
It's
No,
vegan.
I know it is called a vegan.
It's vegan.
And so it is called a
Why
vegan.
they call it vegan?
Because it's not just you're not just eating vegetables.
Okay, what's the V? I know the V for vegetable. What's the Ging? What's the Ging? Vegan. What's
Baby, it's not no acronym.
Okay. That's why it's vegan.
Oh Lord, that's why he a meat eater. So anyway, so she was just saying that she was not trying to, like encourage him to be a vegan. That's something that he chose on his own. And so, I guess he once again trying to be a pleaser and all that stuff, whatever, knowing that his little chubby self honey can't do veg. You got me saying it. Can't be.
That's right. That's right. Veg, baby. Veg. That's right.
Country self. Can't do vegan.
You can't do veg, baby. It's hard to be a veg. It's hard to be a veg.
And so anyway, Jared is talking to Charli, and and asked her was she okay and stuff like that or whatever. So she was like, yeah, she just got some stuff on her mind or whatever. And so he was like, well, I'm here for you. And so she was like, I know, it seems like we have a good balance. You balance me of giving me my space and coming close when needed and stuff. So he was like, babe, I'm here for you. I'm like 10 toes down. I am here for
Jamie
you.
Foxx, you said hell no. Man, you playing this girl like a Nintendo 64 video game, man. You don't have to be like that, man.
He said, I'm in deep, man. I'm locked in. I'm there.
Man, he is playing this girl. You telling her one thing, he telling the fellas something else. And I was like, man. And not like I said, I get it, man. If you want the draws, you gotta play it up. And that's what he's doing. He's playing it up. And after he get the draws, he's done with it.
So he said, hey, whenever you ready to go to that,
that's how you play it.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm waiting on you. Yeah. I ain't trying to rush you. I ain't trying to move too fast. It's on your time. So whenever you ready,
he knows the game. He know the game. You gotta play it like I'm gonna let it be on your time. I'm not gonna rush it, even though you want it. I'm asking man. I know I want it, but I'm gonna play it like it's on your time, baby. Whenever you ready. Then so hey, I gotta make sure. I wanted to let her know that you just act like she got control of the situation. You know what I'm saying? You control of the situation. But little do you know, soon you say yeah, and I get the draws, I'm out.
She said she ready. She ready. So she said she was ready, honey. So he was like, okay.
What would you say? What you say? Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, baby. That's what we do. That's Pimp E back in him, baby. That's what we do. You dig? You dig? Yeah.
Hey.
That's how we do it, baby. You get the draws, baby. Then after you get the draws, you kick him to the curb. If you don't kick him to the curb, you make him work for you. Make him work that corner for you. You know what I'm saying, baby? You dig it? You dig it? Ooh, you might make me some good money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you may make me some good money. Go ahead and flip them hamburgers.
I got flip hamburger.
Because you was a virgin.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a virgin.
So anyway, moving on. So Brandon wants to talk to Kiki and have a conversation with her. And so he's still in his feelings about you made me cook for the whole entire
platoon. The whole platoon.
Yes. And you was up there drinking and stuff.
So, I don't know. Have y'all seen this picture going around? When was the Popeye chicken sandwich thing going? What year was that?
Was it in 2020?
2020 or 2019?
I don't know.
But anyway, it was a picture circulating at the time when the Popeye chicken sandwich.
It may have been 19.
Okay, hype was going on, and on the picture it had like a old lady Popeye employee out there on the back of the restaurant because she was tired cooking with a cigarette in her hand. She was like sitting down. That's why Brandon is trying to make it seem like it's like, come on, man. I understand you got to cook.
Yeah,
man,
then it was people helping him.
Yeah,
But anyway, so she was like, well, yeah, hey, we on vacation. He was like, this ain't no vacation. We trying to get to know each other. And
Actually, I'm like with Kiki. I think it's a vacation.
so she was like, I just want to have some drinks and just chill and stuff. She was like, mind your business though. So, he was shut down at that point. He's like, I will. Like, the rest on you. I ain't got to talk to you and stuff. So, I don't know where the sunflower girl come in there, Alicia. What's she running in behind Brandon for?
Because
You must really like this man.
she overheard Brandon and Kiki arguing. It was affecting her peace.
But what's she going follow the storm for then?
Because she saw Brandon going there talking about Kiki to the other people.
Only because she followed him.
I get that.
She should have stayed right there at the pool
But she
unless
said
Kiki was sitting up there irate and crying.
The way I understood it, that she even heard Brandon going in the kitchen talking to the other people.
She just
and so she ran there. You still talking to these people about Kiki? You need to go out there and talk to Kiki about Kiki.
And you need to mind your business and deal with you and your man, because y'all got issues.
How dare you? How dare you? But Brandon was right. She got issues with her man. Instead of worry about Brandon and Kiki relationship, she need to be worried about her own relationship.
And here come Irwin. He was
Brandon went to talk to Irwin. He's man,
I thought Irwin came down anyway.
No,
in the kitchen. I think he came in the kitchen. That's when he told him.
Yeah, okay. And he's man, I had to get on your girl. He's man, I go talk to her, man. He said that's my job. You just come tell me, I go talk to her. So Irwin went to talk to Alicia, and Alicia said, "Why you fussing at me? I was just saying." They was like, fussing and stuff. I just needed my peace. And like Irwin said, you stay out of other people's business.
But then she did take ownership. She said, "Nah, you right. I should have minded."
After Irwin had to basically kind of scold her.
No, I mean, it's like she took ownership quickly, but then he just kept going on and on and on. Like
and the reason why I kept saying he went on and on and on, because this is stuff that was built up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because first of all,
I don't know if it was production, but it seemed like that he was a good 30 minutes. Just keep.
Well, I just know the man is frustrated with the situation with him and Alicia, because Alicia's not showing him the love like he thought he was going to get from him, and he just got frustrated with it. And Alicia is bossy; she feels like she's entitled, and when you see people like that, you want to kind of gnaw at them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did.
And so she was just like, listen, chill.
I said, come on.
And she said, oh, I just got to speak in tongues. I got to call down the Holy Spirit because you're getting on my nerves. I need my peace. Shut up.
And the Holy Spirit said, you know what? You put your own self in that position. You should stay out of other people's business.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, man.
I was tempted. I said, she's speaking in tongues. Buddy. Was she speaking in tongues when she was in that room with Brandon showing him how to do the yoga?
I don't know, but she need to come work for Pimp E. Pimp E, yeah, girl, you can speak in tongues, yeah.
So anyway, in the next scene, you got Dr.
You don't cut me off. I don't like when you cut me off while I'm getting into character. When you into character, I don't cut you off. Every time I get into character, you cut me off. Why?
Because there's a horrible character to be.
And people like Pimp E.
Yeah.
They do.
The two people.
No, it's more than two people. It's like 5.
Crazy.
So I got to give the 5 people what they want.
Out of how many 1,000 views? 5 people.
Well, I would even.
Yeah, the other one did get over. Yeah. So 1,000. So, but anyway. So Dr. Allen wants to sit down and talk to Kiki and wants to talk to Brandon to find out their issue. That's when I really seen Kiki legs. And I think that, maybe she's self-conscious about her legs because she always got a blanket or something covering them up. But anyway, Brandon said he do have some trauma with it because what happened, baby?
Talking to me?
I'm talking to my husband.
Okay. It's what happened, baby.
I said, you ain't my husband. So anyway,
oh, man. All right. You don't want me to have fun whatsoever, man. You like,
that thing is irritating.
You are a party pooper, man. When they see you come to a party, they shut the party down. Here she comes.
Yep, that's me.
Anyway, what Brandon was saying that his mom dealt with her husband, which was, I guess, alcoholic. And they got a divorce over it, and he don't want the same thing to happen to him and Kiki, which I understand when you see that as growing up and you see that happen to your family, your mom, you know, yeah, you don't want that to happen. So now I see why he acts the way he acts when it comes to alcohol, you know, because you know he has trauma from it. But like the therapist said, we see what you're trying to do. You're trying to help her. It's how you trying to help her. You know, he can't get a little aggressive with it. Yeah.
Kiki said that, you know, she just feel like he judging her. You know, she said that she drink, you know, like everybody else. She don't have no more drinks than everybody else. So Dr. Allen was asking, like, what is the limit, you know, for y'all as far as drinking? Brandon said 3, you know, is the limit. For her, she said 3 and then 3 shots of about 6. So Dr. Allen was like, well, you know, if you have 4, it's binging. Is it more than 4 or 4 like that's binging? I said, ooh, there's a lot of people out there binging.
And she did say for women, it's less for women. So like three drinks in 3 drinks in a day is binging for women. So when I was younger and going to the clubs, so I don't call that binging because you don't do it every day. You know, you do it on a Saturday or Friday night, and that's it. Can you call that binging?
I don't know. I
I don't think you can. You know, because you go out and have a good time, or you go out to the bar and watch the football game. You have a couple
I
of
wouldn't
beers.
make it past 2. One time I had.
Oh, you're a lightweight.
Yeah, I had 3 glass wine. I was like, I ain't gonna make it.
Now, the only time I got.
What was it, 2? I think it was 2.
The only time something snuck up on me real quick and real sneaky when I had 2s and jugs of Long Island iced teas. And,
jugs?
Yeah, they come in like little jugs. And, well, not jugs, but jars. I'm sorry, jars. And they taste so sweet. So sweet. I said, man, who's girl drink?
I heard they strong, though.
Real strong. At first, it's, you know, you don't taste the strength.
Okay.
And you just drinking. Oh, girl drink. Boy. Woo! I had 2 of them, man. I didn't know who I was or where I was at.
Really?
Yeah, somebody had to drive me home in my car. I was like, ooh. I never do that again.
I remember one time when I was, you know, back in the day, I was young in my 20s, and I went to, y'all remember Tees? It was Tees.
They don't remember Tees. They not from Birmingham.
So many people are from Birmingham, so they remember Tees. It's a platinum now. I don't even know if they're still a thing.
Yeah, they're still a thing.
And so I was ordering like you, the little bitty cute little drink, a little fruity drink. And I think it was called the Tom Collins or something like that. And I think I had 2. And I was just, they was like, girl, you drinking them, you gonna, I was like, girl, I'm good. When I got up, I said, hold up, but some are spending, some are spending, some are spending.
Man, do you try to lay down?
No, mine ain't never been like that.
Yeah, when you open
mine
your eyes,
spin, it always well.
And when you open your eyes, laying down, the whole room spinning. You got to close your eyes so keep the room spinning. Ooh,
that's called drunk.
God, I never do this again. I never get drunk again. Next Saturday, woo!
So I never been drunk. But so Kiki was just saying that, you know, because Dr. Allen wanted to know like where, you know, her stuff came from, you know, where her drinking or whatever. So she was just saying she lost her mom a year ago. And so Dr. Allen said she lost her dad, I don't know, a couple of years
2020.
ago. And she's still trying to recover from that. So she understand her. And so she was just saying, so, you know, that's probably when the drinking took place. I was like, that has got to be hard.
Also, Kiki said her mom was her best friend too. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's a gut punch.
So I hope she in therapy because of that, because that is rough. Mm-hmm. So Dr. Allen also asked Brandon.
Also, never drink beer and champagne back to back. Oh, I made a mistake and did that. Man, I was trying to get a buzz so hard and so fast. I had some beer. I ain't buzzing hard enough. Give me that champagne. So I drank some champagne. Oh, no, man, they don't mix. They do not mix, man. I threw up on the side of the road, man. Women would laugh at me, call me lightweight. I had tear run down.
They called you that?
I know they were laughing at me while I was throwing up, man.
They called you a lightweight?
I don't know what they called me. I used to man, just take me home, man. Run the whole night.
So Dr. Allen wants to talk to Kiki alone. So she said that it seems as though it's something else that you're not telling me. Is it, it seemed like something.
Man, I thought she was gonna say something like she had some health issues or something, you know what I'm saying? And she said, yeah. Cause go ahead, she said to my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, she was just saying that, her being in a relationship with Brandon, it kind of scares her because, she was in a previous relationship and it was toxic. And, she was like, they were in love. They was engaged to get married, and she found out he was cheating. And I don't know if he had babies. I think he had babies. And
I know she said baby scares. I don't know if he had babies on her, but they dated for 8 years. And that's a long time.
So she was like, oh.
Actually, they stayed together.
Yeah, Dr. Allen's like, okay, well, when was that breakup? She said about 4 months ago. My God.
Like you said, they need to change the name of this show.
Love.
They call this the shows of secrets because everybody got a freaking secret, man.
You're my little secret, and that's how I will keep it. Yeah, that's my debut.
That's her debut.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get drunk, man. That's all I can listen to.
So she said 4 months ago, and so she asked, well, how long have you and Brandon been talking? She said 4 years. She actually was living with her
ex when she started talking to Brandon.
When she was talking to Brandon. I guess living with her boyfriend then when she was talking to Brandon.
Like you hit it right. I didn't think about it, but you are absolutely right. That's the reason why her and Brandon never met in person.
Because it was always, she felt, she was like, well, I had to cancel because she felt insecure about her body, but came on a whole television show.
Yeah, that's because she was staying with that dude.
Yeah, because she was with that dude that they just broke up 4 months ago. So, yeah. So Dr. Al was like, well, are you going to tell him? She was like, yeah, but not right now because, we're still trying to get over this, but I'm going to tell him.
Y'all they need to stop because y'all making it worse by holding out, man. Because to me, just go ahead and tell your secret, man. Because you tell a secret right now, you can get over it. You got to see how they're going to react. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all clowned on Jamie Foxx and Charli telling these secrets in front of everybody. Maybe y'all need to tell y'all secrets because you got her saying she was staying with this dude when she was talking to Brandon. Then you got old boy with the baby on Tatiana. Y'all gotta come out with this stuff, man. Y'all gotta stop hiding this stuff because you in my opinion, you making it worse by keeping it from this person.
Because the more y'all like come together, maybe having arguments, whatever, you probably getting closer together, except for Erin and Alicia. But so y'all need to come out with your secret.
I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the other person to fall man in love with them, so when they do tell them, they won't leave.
Yes, they can get you hurt. So all the couples are packing up to go to the Top Golf, and so they doing, playing and having a good time, shooting they ain't shooting them, but what they think is golf club in the ball.
I hope you don't hit the ball like that. That's how you hit your golf ball.
You ain't took me in a while, so I don't know what to do. So anyway, so that's what they was doing and stuff. So Alicia is up there, evidently they playing some music there, honey. She got to dance and stuff like that.
What happened to them tongues? What happened to them tongues? Cause she trying to twerk a little bit. I said, see, you can't have it both ways now. 1 minute you speaking in tongues, the next minute you on twerk.
Hey, it is what it is. So she up there dancing and stuff.
I ain't
see her do that.
She was. That's why I said she was trying to twerk a little bit.
So she dancing and stuff. So he was up there saying, so he looked at her and so she was like, what's the matter? I can't dance. He was like, no, I ain't saying nothing. He wasn't saying nothing.
He was probably surprised that you loosening up like that because
she had been so stiff.
Yeah, she's been so stiff. She has been so stiff around him. For him to see her kind of loosen up and dance, maybe it was a shock to the brother. You know what I'm saying? That's true. And he was looking weird, like, wow, I didn't know you had that. I didn't know you had that in you. You know what I'm saying?
Even though he didn't say that, but he probably was looking like that. So she was like, and he was like, he said, I ain't saying nothing.
I can't dance.
And then so he
she said, you saying I can't dance? He said, no. He said, "Oh, that's weird."
Yeah.
And he was saying, like you said, he was saying that's weird because of what you said that he said.
He said,
Yeah.
not because of what you was doing.
Yeah.
She's so extra, child.
Ooh, I can't be with somebody that called me on the second date weird.
And go to sleep in the car.
He wasn't calling you weird. He was calling the statement you made about what he was saying weird. Because you basically put words in his mouth.
I'm calling you weird.
And the man probably like, dang, you didn't want to dance with me. You didn't want to dance here. You didn't want to do yoga with me. But now you getting all loose and you want to twerk. Yeah, I want to look at you kind of strange. Like, dang, I didn't know you had a little freak in you like that.
So now you got Brittany and Trey, honey. I thought that they was I thought they was cool.
Who? Brittany?
Grandpa with the socks and stuff. Like, I thought they were cool because we ain't hear nothing from them. You know what I'm saying?
But Brittany, she was getting tired of the jokes.
Yeah, she definitely was getting tired of the jokes. Even when they was getting their massage and stuff, because they had one, he up there joking. So she was getting tired of the jokes. And so, but in this in this scene, he was not paying her no attention. He up there having a good time with the fellas and stuff like that. And she on the other side. So who was that? It was somebody curled up. I don't know who was another couple curled up. Was it Chris and Alexis or Cinco and Jay or whatever? So they kind of curled up. And you got Brittany up there by herself and her man over here. He up there, get the ball. That's right, Jack. Do that. Do all that extra stuff.
I can't blame Ty for this. Because sometimes when those guys get around other guys, we do forget about our women.
What about that one that was booed up? They was up there booed up.
Yeah, I'm not saying every guy's like that.
But it ain't got to be this much separation. Like, come on over here, baby. What happened?
I remember the time you went somewhere. You left me by myself.
Oh, don't remember nothing.
Yeah, I was saying, I promise you. She went on there, started talking to them women. And I was like, dang, did she forget I was here? And I'm serious. Some other one sat down. I think she felt sorry for me.
They gonna be an extra.
Oh, for real. I'm saying.
Like Alicia.
I'm saying, you know what? Just give me the car keys. I just sit in the car. Oh, I forgot you was here.
I didn't say I forgot you was here.
Pull a chair up. I said, now you gonna recognize me now. Yeah, I felt real. I felt like, ooh, I felt bad.
And I apologize.
Brittany, I understand how you feel, man. Cause I was like left out. I ain't know none of these people. These was her people. I was just sitting there at the table by myself. Like, man, what did I get myself into, man? I'm sitting here by, I can hear you. I said, ooh, I don't remember this. Yeah. So I still have a little trauma from that.
Oh, well, you be all right. So that's why she was sitting up there and he was all talking to the guys or whatever. So in the next scene, then you have Tatiana and Clay getting into it. Because she in her feelings about that doggone sandwich that he would eat.
Yeah, I saw you. I heard you eating some pork sandwich. You said pork sandwich? They put the pork grease on the bread. You still eat it.
So she said, if you lying to me about that, you'll lie to me about anything. I promise you, honey. If y'all ain't got my book, you better go in there and read that one little section in there, honey, on when I wasn't talking about him. Talking about somebody else, child. If they lie about one thing that's very minute, they'll lie about everything.
And the old boy was trying to explain himself, and she didn't give him an opportunity to explain himself. He said, I'm going to tell you.
That wasn't nothing to explain. He was just one big chubby lie.
And he said, let me explain to you, baby, what happened. I don't want to hear it. And she walked off. Like he said, how can I respect you when you can't respect me?
I ain't stay him. Man,
you
gotta talk with your hands. Yeah. Don't say that.
When you talk with your hands, it makes it more, you bring more attention.
I don't care.
You bring more attention when you do that, man.
I don't care.
You embarrass me more.
You sandwich. Eating. Baby. Holding. Lying. Chunky man.
Even when we're in the car, me and you could be talking. I'll do something in my hand. Don't do that. You remember the times you tell me not to move my hands around the car?
Oh, I'm being extra because you like being extra because you used to tell me, don't do that because people think we arguing. Don't talk too loud. People think we arguing. Don't do that because they think we arguing. So I do that with you, which I ain't never thought about. So I don't care what people think.
Don't look out the window. People think yeah, man, It's all about image,
I
man.
don't care nothing about no image.
It's all about image, man. Can't be having you doing all that and people looking like,
So,
ooh, they
yes.
mad at each other.
So yes, I would do all of that, honey. Do it. I don't
All right,
care.
I remember that. Next time in the car talking, I'm doing this and pointing like that. Okay.
That never bothered me. It always bothered
But before you told me not to do it, though.
You don't
wow.
like it. I just be messing with you.
Right.
But that's you. Because he was like, hey, don't do that. Because I was like, who said that? Hey, don't do that. Because people, these folks passing by. Who cares?
I care because when I see people doing it, I be looking, ooh, they mad at each other. Sure, look at that. Because you did it before. Cause we saw this couple.
You did it before.
We saw this couple one time, and you see he was doing this and she was doing that. I said, "Ooh, they mad." You start cracking on. They show is. Look at that. Ooh, she about to get out the car. So yes, people do be paying attention.
Okay, but I don't care. Do you know the people that we was talking about?
I might see them again. I might, ooh, y'all mad at each other 2 weeks ago, right? I might see them again.
So anyway, so they all driving back, and it seemed like who was that? Irwin. Baby, he was sleeping.
He was sleep.
He was like I was that time that we would come back from. What was coming back from?
Auburn.
I tried it. Man, my mouth
I was driving. I said, look at that. A whole flower fly out her mouth. She won't even know it, man.
I was like,
wide open. At first you were nodding. I was, ooh, she gonna break her neck, man. You're driving.
And then next thing I know, I would wake up and my mouth be open.
Yeah, your mouth will open. Then I started nodding. Ooh, hope they didn't see that.
You started nodding.
I started nodding for real, man. I got sleeping.
It wasn't nothing but sleep in the car. But and so he was knocked out for real. It was, thank God for that seatbelt holding me in, honey. If not, he'd be on the floor. And then who else? Jay was laying in Cinco lap, and then what's her name? Brittany said, "I'm just ready to get out of this car." She was heated. And then here go Jared and Charli, honey. They ready to go
to the boom boom room.
On
to the boom boom room.
So they headed to the boom boom room.
But little did they know, the boom boom room got cameras all over the place. It's like, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get out of here. We get our groove on. Then they looked up with another camera. Yo, we gonna watch y'all get y'all groove. We gonna show no watch y'all.
So yeah, they did it, honey.
They did it?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna color.
When they cut them lights off, they did it because you ain't hear the next day. So I said, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, she was talking about coloring. She ain't do nothing.
That man ain't taking that woman in that room. You think he care about them cameras? They'll take some and throw some on the cover.
You got mics and stuff.
Oh yeah, they did. What you think the boom boom room for?
Yes, to talk and hold each other. Anybody not have no intimate sex, man?
Yeah, you just like Tatiana. You believe anything that. So Alicia is fussing. She was like, I don't want to be with nobody that call me weird and stuff. Like, who goes to sleep on the way back and on the second date? I was like, girl, actually, y'all done had a bunch of dates. How long y'all done been in the house? But you've been too busy fussing. This man is so turned off, OFF by you and your shenanigans and your antics. Yeah. That's why.
He's over it, man. He's done with it, man. When she went there and did yoga with Brandon, he was done.
Oh yeah,
he was done.
Yeah, and when she said, "I don't want to talk to me," I'm feeling
unsafe.
That right there. Yeah. So yeah, that man been turned off by you, and then so when y'all had these conversations and stuff like that, he just, when you first met him, he was like, "Oh man, I think you're so beautiful," and what he said. Did he say, "Can I kiss you or can I hug you?"
Hug you, yeah.
And then y'all did a dance, and she was like, "Oh, this too intimate."
Now he takes every opportunity to humble you and put you in your place.
So yeah, so the man just turned off by you. You came at him wrong. Like, if you're not attracted to him, you're just not attracted to him.
She's bossy. It's not just him. I think she rubbed a lot of people in that house the wrong way, especially the guys.
Yeah, because she tells me at first when I met him, he was so sweet over the phone, and I could feel his generosity. He was so kind, and he was this, he was that. Now this is different because you brought it out. that because you brought it out of this man is so turned off by you. So yes, this is what you get, honey. This is what you get. So let's see. So Clay and Tatiana fixing breakfast, honey. So he was like, "Oh, I feel good now. I can eat some bacon in front of her, honey. I can eat all the butter and everything." He says, "I can eat butter." She said, "Some vegan butter."
Yeah,
Okay.
you say, go in there and get that virgin butter in there. There's a virgin butter and margarine and all that stuff. Pig fat. Yeah, all put in there. You good to go now.
He apologized to her for lying because he was like, "You right.
You know,
I
I'm
shouldn't
not
have did that.
virgin. You know I'm not virgin.
And I shouldn't have did that and stuff like that." And so she was like, "I forgive you, but you kind of made me nervous because I felt like if you lie about that, you lie about anything."
As little did she know, you got a whole baby over
fresh
there.
baby,
Fresh, like
a
carton eggs.
What it was, Omar, when that girl gave birth, and she said, "Koosh," you remember? No, you just trying to be funny now. Y'all remember? I ain't gonna talk to you. And the girl and the baby shot across the kitchen, and Mar had got it.
And Tony said, "What happened to the umbilical cord?" And he said, "Ain't no umbilical cord. This is TV." Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Koosh. So yeah, I think it was like Koosh. So yeah, that's they having these fresh babies, child. So Tatiana, baby, be careful before you have a fresh.
Why you say fresh baby like they got an expiration date?
Yeah, baby, because they just came out. If it's under a year, it's fresh, and they still fresh around the ears. They smell like good fresh baby.
You still fresh?
Yes.
Ooh, you right.
Yeah, you old. So Brittany is in the pool, and so Ty was just saying, "Oh, you in the pool," and so she like just walking around and stuff. So she was like, "Yeah, I don't want to get my hair wet because we got plans tonight."
Brother, these are sisters, man. They can't get their hair wet like that in the pool. When last time you see a sister go down with her hair like that in the pool? I haven't seen it.
So she said, "Yeah, we got plans tonight. Or got somewhere to go, something to do tonight."
He said the boom boom room.
Yeah, I think somebody said, "Ooh," and that's when he said the boom room. She said, "Oh no, none of that, honey. No booming over here.
Not in our lifetime." She said, "Not even in our lifetime. No boom boom going on here. Boom boom boom. Let's go back to my room so we can do it at night." So I can make you feel right. Ooh, y'all remember that song? You remember that song? Mm-mm. You never heard that song, Boom Boom Room? Mm-mm. That's where they get it from.
Okay.
That's what you saying the Boom Boom Room, but you don't know the song.
Do I have to?
Yes.
No, I don't.
So you don't know the song, you cannot sing the Boom Boom Room.
Hey, that works for me. So as they were
boom, boom,
talking, what's her name? Ty, he was talking to the guys and was saying, you know what she had said?
See, you get this orange, you spray it on there. He loved cooking. He was just showing the guys he loves to cook, man. He was showing everybody how to cook, and she was Brittany. She was getting mad. See how he paying them so much attention? I'm supposed to be his woman, but he ain't paying me no attention. He said when we first started talking, he was gonna cook for me. He was gonna feed me, and he ain't cooked for me not once since we've been here.
And so he was saying, this girl that she asked me to get her something to drink, and I had to go in here and get the food for everybody. I can't believe she asked me that. And then they start arguing across from each other and stuff. And he was saying that like she was selfish or something like that. And that's when she was saying, "No, it ain't that. You promised to pay me. You haven't been paying me attention. You haven't been doing the things that you said you was going to do. Before we met, you said you was going to do this, this, and this, and none of them promises have been held up." So she was like, "I'm pissed. Like, I'm mad."
Well, I see a point, man. When you tell a woman what you're going to do, you got to follow through with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And understand sometimes us guys, we get all hyped around other guys. We get hyped. We get, kind of lose focus. But man, when you tell your woman you're gonna cook for her, and especially you never met her before, and she's digging you, and you're not paying that attention back to her, oh yeah, it's gonna end bad.
Yep, and it is. So Brittany's like, I'm out of here, Grandpa. All right, you guys, that's all we got. We gave y'all 2 and 1. Y'all been asking for it, and we delivered. Now I don't know about that mamas and son. What's it called? Fathers and sons, somebody's son. Now we did watch them. It's a slow burn. It's really a slow burn as far as keeping my attention.
I just don't like it.
as far as keeping my attention, it's really a slow burn, honey. It really is. So they can go and cut that, give me a little good 5 episodes.
I'll ask you a question. Chris, the one from Ready to Love, his old lady. When I say old lady, I mean
Alexis.
Yeah, the old lady. Is that a wig she got on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's way back there. You know what?
Was it way back there?
Yeah, way back there.
She probably got several. I think I have been different several times.
Way back there. She's like,
it probably shifted. It probably shifted. Going back, guys. Going back, guys. So that's why I don't like to wear wigs, because mine will shift. Mine used to shift, honey.
Yeah, it did.
I used to be in a business. I was in a business meeting, and I told my coworker, "You see my wig going back? Let me know."
Like going back to the future.
And I did like that. I was like, I can't win. I just can't win, because I just feel like they're just like bloop off my head.
I was like, I said, she got a big forehead, so a hairline way back there. That's why I ain't know it's a wig.
Yep, they do, and they have been on reality TV, honey, with them wigs start moving to the back. So I stay in my lane, honey. If y'all see me with a wig, it's gonna be for a short period of time.
Go to the left. Go to the right. Go that wig doing the left slide.
But for those, if y'all was on our live when we was in the car last week, I said I was not going to see Sinners, so I'm going to see it because I see all the hype on the internet.
Oh, you say, ooh, I don't want to be dreaming about that stuff. I don't want that stuff in my spirit.
Y'all said it ain't scary.
It's scary. I read the plot. It's real scary and gory.
So I'm going to see it.
All right, now.
That's all right. I'll be in my favorite movie theater. I'll
You've
be
been
okay.
warned now.
I give me a margarita and some popcorn.
No, how you gonna watch the movie? You gonna be asleep?
I ain't gonna be asleep.
No, man. All I'm saying, you've been warned, okay? So I don't want to grab a meat in the middle of the night, having nightmares. I don't want all that now. You've been warned.
All right. So anyway, so we'll let y'all know how it is, because somebody said, "Well, we do a review on this stuff." So
Can't be hardcore like
we'll let y'all know. We'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Let's put God first.
You said.
Hey! How was